So this thing here is it's the housing for the telltales, I guess you'd call them. This one says fuel, this one says brake, and that one is one of the directionals. And this cover goes over it. It's like a black film kind of thing. And it had foam on the back, probably to keep them all clean and separated, but disintegrated. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I can take some generic sticky foam I have and cover it and cut out the holes and then stick it back on. Not really sure. Well, I managed to get the lenses out without destroying them, so score 1 for me. I did this thing a quick brush, some kind of a soft brush, just to get any shit out of it and keep it clean. I mean, what else are you gonna do with this thing? Not like I can polish it or paint it or anything. You just take it apart, clean it up, put it back together again. So this frame ring thing that goes around the gauges, it's kind of rusty. I don't think you're gonna see it once it's all together, but I'm gonna clean it up and paint it just in case. So I'll probably just wash it down, sand it with a Scotch-Brite pad, and then just paint it with some flat black or semi-gloss black. So I washed it in the sink with a scrub brush. Now I gotta de-rust it somewhat. I have this stuff called Captain Lee's, which is a rust remover. You can't buy it anymore, so I only have 1 gallon of it, and I use it sparingly. It probably made lab rats grow a 3rd testicle, but whatever. It's great stuff. It works phenomenal, but like I said, you can't get it anymore. So let me try that on some of this rust, see if it takes it right off. So let's clean it up with some of this Captain Lee's miracle shit. See if I can take a couple of layers of skin off my hands. Now they tell you to wear gloves with it and all this shit. I mean, I'm using a toothbrush. I'm not going to put anyone in my hands, God willing. But I mean, it's not acidic. It's just, I don't know what's in this stuff. But it takes rust off pretty quickly, as I will show you. It's got a stench to it. Not quite rotten eggs, but it's got a stench to it. I can't really discern what it is. It's slightly eggy, but it's probably the stench of death, quite honestly. But it does work well. Doesn't take a whole lot of scrubbing. It's mostly a time thing. But it usually works pretty quick. We used to use it at work. Fucking right in my lungs. I'm probably gonna die a year earlier. Anyway, we used to use it at work. We'd get like sheets of steel and they'd sit around between projects and they'd corrode from sitting. So we used to use this shit to wipe all the rust off before we would cut them and weld them together into panels for our vehicles. But I mean, you can see it's taking the rust off. It's literally like rusty liquid on my bench. And funny, this thing is, water neutralizes it. Yeah, I could probably use a brass brush for that too. Try to expedite the process. And you might say, well, shit, a brass brush do all the work, or what? Yeah, I've seen you just spray this shit on, and it takes the rust right off. I've used it in my house on like a rusty faucet, stuff like that. It definitely works. So let's wash it off in the faucet. See how we did. Oh yeah, it's fairly rust free. And there you go. You know, it works pretty well. I don't want to get you too excited about it because, like I said, you can't get it anymore. So I'm going to continue on and then clean this thing up and paint it. And just to prove this stuff does work, as I said, I mean, look at it. It's bare metal in a lot of spots. There's some rusty areas here. I hit them with a brass brush, the same brass brush they use over there. It's not taking down the bare metal. So Captain Lee's definitely is the kicker in that one. I mean, yeah, there's a spot right here. You know, if you hit it with Captain Lee's, used in conjunction with a brass brush, it works really well. What I plan to do is use this on the instrument housing too. Need quite a bit more scrubbing, but I don't want it all rusty. And that doesn't get top coated either. That's what this does. So this one you could fake a little easier, but that one there's no faking that. So let's hit this right here. I mean, you see what I'm doing. And this brush is all crushed as shit too. If I had a brush with longer bristles, I'd do a hell of a lot better job. You know, grab one just for the hell of it. I'm using the tiniest amounts of this stuff too. Doesn't take much. It's gonna be a sad day when my jug of Captain Lee's is empty. I don't know what I'm gonna do then. I mean, I've been using this apple rust. That works pretty well, but they really want you to dunk the thing in it like overnight. And then when it's done, you got this like slimy black finish on it. You gotta scrub off. Not the end of the world, but you know. It sure is nice. You just wash it in the sink and you're done, you know. Now let's wash it off in the sink. And there you go. That's fairly bare metal. I mean, I could sandblast this thing, but I'm trying to preserve some of the original finish. I mean, I'm not going to touch it up. I'm going to paint the whole thing, but it's nice and smooth. I don't want to lose all that. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's, yeah, I can work this a little more, but you see bare metal there, right? I mean, it definitely does what they say it does. It's just the balls. But it probably was killing people in like Chernobyl, so they said, we can't sell this shit anymore. I think what happened is they got bought out by somebody else and they took off the market for whatever reason. So, all right, let me finish this thing up and paint it. All right, it's sanded, it's painted, it's wet, it's gonna dry. Let me go put it by the furnace and let this sucker dry for a while and move on to the next thing. So while I got the Captain Lee's Miracle Shed out, I'm gonna clean this can up here a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I should take some of this stuff off if I can. So let's see how we do. All right, I got through scrubbing it, and it's definitely less rusty and cleaner. I mean, it wasn't a miraculous transformation because I only spent about a half an hour scrubbing it, but it's definitely less rusty, you know, and it's smooth, whereas before there was, you know, surface rust bumps and shit. It was like the surface of the moon. It's much smoother, but, you know, I was trying to get the rust off, so it's, all the heavy stuff is gone. So that is that. I even cleaned the inside a little bit to try to preserve this luminous blue paint GM uses. This is so the bulbs reflect, has like a luminosity to it, so the case glows nice and bright at nighttime. The parking lights on and stuff. So there you go. It's clean, and I'll move on to something else. So the last piece to clean up is the instrument cluster housing itself. And I always struggle with things like this because I hate to just paint something if it's in good shape. I really like the original finishes, and I don't think you can duplicate them that well. I mean, I'm sure I can paint it like a semi-gloss black or semi-flat black. This is semi-gloss, I think, but I don't know. I always worry about flaking or rejection. I'd really rather just leave it alone. So, I mean, this has some discoloration here and there, marring. I mean, there's like something going on right there. I don't know if you can see it or not with the reflection. I mean, it's clean, but I don't know. So I'm going to try some plastic polish. This shit here is for convertible top windows. We use it at work for the plastic windows in our vehicles. There's, that was nice. There's two parts. There's a cream part that's like it's like a buffing compound. And then that part is the actual like hard finish that shines it up. Let me just try that before I go to the buffing compound and see how it does. So I shined up this side. You can see it. It's definitely shinier. I mean, that wasn't what I was going for. I wanted a uniform, clean finish. I don't know. I guess I could try the cream part and see if that does something in this discolored area here. You know, this area is like flat black, and it's not flocked, but it's got a texture to it, so I'm trying to stay away from that. So let me try some more. So that's scrubbed with the 210 plus cleaner. It made a big difference. I mean, there's a lot of black on my rag now, whether it's paint or dirt. I'm assuming it's paint, but it made a big difference. It's definitely deeper. It's still got something going on here. I mean, this thing isn't perfect. It's, 60 years old almost, so let me give it a coat of this stuff, buff it up, and see how that looks. So there we go. Buffed it up with the 210 Cleaner Plus, and I shined it up with the polish. I mean, on the camera, it looks like, glows like the sun. In reality, there's a lot of marks in it. They're not scratches, but they're like, I don't know what you call them, abrasion marks, where something struck it. Like down here, there's like a mark there. I mean, it looks good. On the one hand, I don't want to paint this thing. On the other hand, this is not a place you want to skimp, because every time I drive the car, it's going to be right in front of me. And it'll be a reminder of what a shit job I did. But I think I'm pretty happy with this. So I think I'm going to leave it. I'll probably wipe it down with a soft towel one more time. And then I'll reassemble the little metal thing in the back here for the high beam indicator. And the last thing I'm going to do is these chrome rings. They're somewhat faded and marked. So I have one of those chrome pens, liquid chrome pens. They sound really hokey, but they actually work. I use it on my console gauges. There's a ring around them. And it made it nice. So I'm going to do this, and that'll be it. I'll assemble it and call it a day. The chrome ring stuff is all done. It works pretty well. I mean, what are you going to do? So let me reassemble this thing finally. All right, it's back together again. I just have to put this printed circuit on, all the bulbs back. But that's how it's going to look. It's pretty much done. Just a little bit more screwing around, and it'll be 100%. All right, everybody, it's done. I put all the bulbs in. I put brand new 168 bulbs in because they're slightly brighter than 194s, which is the original bulb for this thing. There's the relay for the speed alert speedo. It's my new cable for the speed alert speedo. This I fixed a while ago. Just gonna plug it in and ready to go. My new stud works awesome. Let's turn this guy around. You can behold all its splendor. It looks pretty. Looks pretty. And hope I can do this one-handed. The speed alert setting works way easier than before. That cable was fucked. So there you go. Everything's done. Ready to put back in. And I hope you followed along and enjoyed what you saw. This was a long video. I might have to break it up in 2 pieces. But I tried to do it as I did it. And in the end, I said, you know what? Nobody wants to go along for this entire ride. This is boring. So I didn't really skip anything important. But if something you want to see I didn't show you, let me know. And I'll try to include it or do an update. So thanks again for watching. And I will talk to you guys later. Hope your projects are going better than mine.